At the time of recording this, it's actually September, late fall. If you're in North America, and I'm sure other parts of the world as well, Black Friday is kind of a big deal when it comes to sales and selling things. And I want to talk about what it might look like for your record label to run a sale, why I think you should run a sale, why it's important. In fact, here's my main reason. And if you're going to stop watching this video after 30 seconds, this is the only thing I want you to take away. Sales are reminders. They are reminders because if you're in the music industry, sales is a part of e-commerce that feels a little bit icky. It feels just like it's not part of the creative space. And I get that. And this is not my favorite episode I'll ever make. But the reason why I do think that you should have a sale, whether it's a Black Friday sale or it's an anniversary sale or a birthday sale for your label or celebrating the 5-year or 10-year anniversary of an album you previously released, or maybe it's a spring sale or a back to school sale. I don't care. The point is, it's a reminder. It's just reminding your audience that you exist. You don't know what was going on in their lives the last time you released a new record or the last time you sent out a social media post. They could have been really busy, really stressed out. They could have missed it. And maybe now you're catching them in a good mood in the holiday spirit and they decide that, yeah, I'm ready to check out this record, whatever. A sale is a reminder. That's all you need to remember. Okay, let's dive into 10 super simple tips I have for you. Number 1 is plan far ahead. Don't be reactive, be proactive. Give yourself a long time to pick the absolute best day for this sale or best week. So many people will see some of their peers running a Black Friday sale, and on Thursday or like a few minutes before Black Friday or a couple hours into Black Friday, they're like, hey, we should do something too. And they quickly generate a coupon code and then they half a sale, and you know what I mean. Planning far ahead also gives you time to make a schedule, and that leads me to point number 2. Tip number 2 is make a schedule, meaning turn this sale into like a well-organized campaign. You're going to tease it on Wednesday, and then you're going to start it on Thursday, and then you're going to go full on Friday and have all of the artists on your label talk about it on Friday, and then Saturday you're going to maybe just let it ride for a little bit, and then Sunday you're going to send a reminder that it's ending on Sunday night. Then Monday, you're going to extend it, whatever. The point is that you kind of plan it out and know what you're going to be doing and talking about on each day. Maybe you announce it on your Instagram. Then maybe you post it on your website as well. And then maybe one day you have all of your artists talk about it. And then maybe you hit up your email list or your Bandcamp list. Number 3 is give away something for free. There's a little bit of trust and reciprocity that you can earn. I mean, not everybody is going to go ahead and buy a record directly from you, but it is still a good opportunity to give something back to fans, whether that's a free download, a free compilation. Maybe you have some leftover stock and you can say every record you purchase comes with a free one, or buy one tape, get one free. Think of ways that you can give instead of just taking, and that'll go a long way in this sale. Number 4 is have like a shock and awe element. You can't just say all of our digital albums are 10% off. That's not going to get anybody to stop the scroll or get excited to go check out your Bandcamp. You have to do something really bold. I mean, even Bandcamp Friday, they do 100%. They can use the term 100% of the revenue that comes in goes to the artists and the labels. That's a really big deal. And that's what got people really excited. It's kind of shocking to have a company give up 100% of their take. And so maybe the labels do the same thing. Maybe the labels say that for one day, we're going to give 100% of our revenue back to the artists. Or maybe you say we're going to give 100% or 50% to a charity. Or maybe the coupon code you get is like incredibly crazy, like 30% off or 50% off, or like I mentioned, buy one, get one free. Or if you can swing it, free domestic shipping, something like that. Number 5 is have a multi-channel approach. We talked about this a little bit in the schedule, but don't just post it on social media. Decorate your website in it. Make sure you're using your email list, LinkedIn, Pinterest, anywhere that you can connect with fans. Even just connecting with one fan is important. And then they see it all over, and they might see a social media post. Then a couple hours later, they get an email from you. And then maybe a day later, they get a Bandcamp fan message from you. And so now it's starting to sink in. Number 6 is give the campaign a brand, meaning if it's like, say it's your birthday, it's like birthday sale. We just turned 1, our record label turned 1. And so it's a birthday sale. That's a little bit more exciting than to say we're having a 20% off sale. That's not fun. Even Black Friday is kind of getting boring. Like everybody gets Black Friday emails. So if it's Black Friday for you, think of something different. Call it something different, a play on words with your record label name or one of your artists or something. Just do something unique, but then carry that brand, that the way you named it, make a bunch of cool graphics in Canva and carry that across all of your social media platforms so that people see this. It's funny. I've seen a lot of great like music plugins companies do like something funny for their back to school sale or for Black Friday that really got attention. Maybe you make videos or whatever. Number 7, have a secondary motive. What I mean by that is your primary motive is to make money, is to generate some revenue, is to poke your fans and say, hey, by the way, we have some leftover stock, or maybe you missed our new releases. That's your first goal of running a sale. But it's important to have a second goal, because if you have a second goal, then if the first goal is not well received or doesn't really do too well, then you can fall back on your secondary goal, which might be something like brand awareness, just reminding people that you exist, reminding people that you release great records. I remember one time we had a new release coming out and I sent an email to our email list of about 2,000 people, and we advertised this new album. And a couple people bought the new album when we sent the e-blast. And I remember this one person bought a different album. Like everybody else was buying the new release that we were promoting. And then one guy like got the email, clicked on the link, and then went and bought something else. And I just thought that was funny, but it was a reminder. It showed me that emails can be just a reminder, just to poke someone and be like, hey, we exist. And he's sitting there in his office and he's browsing the site and he's like, I'm going to check out this album, or I meant to pick this album up or something. So a sale can have a secondary motive like brand awareness or data capture. If you're giving something away for free in exchange for an email, or just getting more followers or people to enter a contest, then if the sale didn't go gangbusters, you didn't make a ton of money, at the very least, you got out there a little bit, or at the very least, maybe you collected some emails for your next sale. Number 8 is make it easy. This is keep it simple, stupid. I mean, it's really, really funny how people have a hard time keeping things simple. But basically what I mean by this is don't hide a coupon code behind like a wall where they have to enter their email, or make them do like 1, 2, 3 things, or click this link, do this. Make it super simple, like a very easy to remember coupon code that they can use, or manually go into your Bandcamp and change the price of every single thing in your store to reflect the new sale. Just make it easy and frictionless for them to go and support you. Number 9, make sure you don't cannibalize your other releases. Now, some of you might be thinking, I don't know about running a sale, and I'm trying to convince you that it's okay. It's a good thing to do. It might feel icky, but yeah, it's just a way to remind people of things. But there are some exceptions where maybe sale isn't appropriate, and that usually is just around the time of releasing a new record. I mean, everybody's paying attention to your label and checking your social media when you're releasing a new album. This isn't really the time for a sale. You want people to support the new album at full price. A sale is like over the month of December or over the summer where maybe things are slow and you want to generate some revenue. So make sure you're not cannibalizing your other releases. Remember we go back to number 1, tip number 1 about planning ahead? Well, the way you don't cannibalize your releases is, let's say you start the new year and you're like, okay, November, we want to have a Black Friday sale. So obviously we know don't schedule a release in and around the end of November, right? And vice versa. It's like, okay, we're releasing something in November because we have to, it lines up well, which means we probably shouldn't do a Black Friday sale this year. We'll bump it to doing a Christmas sale like a month later or something. You know what I mean? So planning ahead allows you to not cannibalize yourself. That's a weird sentence. Number 10, reuse the template for next year. So you've created these graphics for your birthday sale. Let's say your label's birthday is January. You're running this birthday sale. You create all these graphics. Maybe you hire someone on Fiverr or you use Canva and you create these graphics. Just keep them because you can reuse them. If it's your 5th birthday, you can use them next year for your 6th birthday, just changing a little bit of the details. Even the schedule, the format, like planning out this sale for how this Black Friday sale is going to go. It's 5 days long. Just reuse that. Reuse the wording, reuse how you engaged your artists and some of the things you did. Just make it an annual event. You don't have to reinvent the wheel every year. That's it for me. Here's a bonus tip. Just do it. I know sales are icky. I know it's like the e-commerce side, the capitalist side of running a creative endeavor like a record label is not comfortable. But when you think of it the way I mentioned, which is that a sale is a reminder. It's just a reminder to the people who already love you that you're here and now's a good time to come check us out and support our artists. So don't let all these 10 tips slow you down, confuse you. Just do it. So if you're listening to this, the day, the week it comes out, you know that you maybe have Black Friday in 2 months from now. It's a good time to start planning for it, or a holiday sale, or whenever your label's birthday is coming up. Just do it. Give it a try and let me know how it goes. If you have any way that you've run a sale creatively for your record label, please let me know in the comments. By the way, a huge shout out, after you make all this money, a huge shout out to this week's sponsor, Infinite Catalog, because after you make a bunch of money at this sale, you're going to need to manage it. And Infinite Catalog is a royalty management software for indie record labels of all sizes of catalogs. And they help you ingest all of your money, make sure you sort it out, keep everybody in the loop, and make sure everyone gets paid. You can check them out in the link in the description. Thanks for watching.